Hi, and welcome to Friday's channeling of Odyssey of Ascension. This is Roxanne. Thank you all once again for tuning in. We've been releasing the Achilles classes on the YouTube. We have, I think, number 3 is out. We have 4, chapter 4 that'll be released, and then also he came in last night and spoke in Sly's class, so there'll be another Achilles if you're enjoying that series. There's a playlist for Achilles, and we'll add the next one in, and we'll keep putting some little excerpts from Sylvester classes in there, and of course vlogs and these channelings with the background and stuff. Well, thanks all for tuning in, and let's have some fun. Here we go. Greetings to the collective. Once again, Ocyphius would bid you all a good day. The degree of separation can never really be measured, can it? For it is individual. It is your journey, exclusively. We know you seek numbers, comfort for those reasons. You seek ideologies in numbers, a value system that is predicated and also what? Authoritative, accepted, fought for, justified by groups. Gives you a place to go. It makes you feel fit in. I belong. You've severed yourself in the idea of memorandum to be connected. You're a billion years, gazillion years, forever, whenever your mind can fathom, as always being I am, connected to I am one and I am all. You never were without your knowing of all that is, until you found yourself in this wonderful lost land of gods, journeying in an epic journey of remembrance, immeasurable, brave masteries, truly. To come here and understand yourself in complete separation, to adorn yourself with the ability to hate, to suffer, to cause pain and receive pain, to be measured and measured, to be judged and unjudged, to be as you choose, the choice of what it is to be separated. It is truly undefinable. It has no ending like all of creation. It is forever, and it is your journey. When you start to understand yourself that you don't need comfort in numbers, then you will start to sit back, settle in to your awareness, your I am. It doesn't have, let's say, rational needs and means of fulfilling your lack. It's just this unfamiliar feeling, strange, that I am enough. It doesn't quite work in the logical mind of experience on how to predicate and premedicate yourself, to keep yourself in the idea of this, let's say, drug-induced coma, of objectifying yourself with gratitudes of, let's call them, accomplishments. My past. Names, things that mean things to make you feel belonged. Groups, attentions, flags to wave, countries to live within the borders, and divide yourself. That's okay. That's the journey of separation. See, no one is judged ever for not waking up. Truly, you must know that. And it would be likely that you see yourself as awoken. It would be, let's say, it would be within your frequency to label those who have not. This is the next mastery for you guys to understand. There is no awake and not awake. There just is. The less you define, the more you become you know. So understand this is your journey. It does not need to be labeled. It is difficult. The mind has been taught containment, labels, stashing them upon your shelves to pull off later for references of knowledge so you can ground yourself on how smart you are in logical senses so you can get your approval through everyone else instead of standing on your own awareness, which is enough. That needs no soapbox of preacherhood. It is just that I am. And it fills you. This is the fountain of youth. Fountain youth does not exist in the physical realm. It is to realize that you are existence, and that is eternal. You are forever. You've never aged. You're not going anywhere, by the way. You're already there. See, life experience as separated gives you conjecture to be going and being that future off of the past. But the game and the story is now. And this is what you are. Now I am. Stand on that without what you're going to be or what you should be and how many people you have gained in trust to befriend you. It is not that you won't make friends. It's not that you will sever friendships or, let's say, not have friends. It doesn't mean anything. Relax. The mind is seeking containment. What it is that you will start to understand yourself as filled. And then you understand co-creation at a level of unconditional, instead of defining it as a give and take system of problematic balance that need no longer your value. See, what you're starting to understand in this trip is about you. And you let go of things of dependencies that need your attention because you don't know how to love yourself. Other people barking and yelling at you and commanding you to act as their puppet because they don't know how to love themselves. So give them the light that you are. Accept them who they are, but do not choose their truth as yours. If it is your truth that is a differentiation, stand on your own isness and justify nothing in your singularity moment of now that I am. Then you will know yourself as all that is. And all those things about comfort in numbers, groups and separations, divisionaries and flags and countries, races and sects and whatever you want to call yourselves, so you can label your contained self within a field of acceptance. Then you will start to be the unconditional, remembered, the constant flow of harmony that you always are, offering and receiving, expressing and exploring the signatures of creation forever. So understand, humanity, the divisionary lines that you draw on your daily basis is a habit. It's a mind that has been formed through the systematic ideas. I remember when Abraham said, you're a little child and you go to school and they teach you your teeth aren't as pretty as these people's, your hair isn't as nice. And then your student body friends, your courtship of, let's say, student body friends. These new, let's say, entities had different clothes and different skin color. And you started seeing differences. And then the adults would, let's say, smash their known down your throat. And they're starting to tell you what's wrong with you. Yes, teachers, parents, of course. Adults and authorities, and others that were coveted as you were to divide. See, all of this is not your fault. It is the game of separation. The game of separation knows nothing except what it covets in the now. If your hindsight 2020 is mad at people's and their lack, then you are dividing yourself in that moment against the harmony of your allowance. Your allowance is the mastery to allow what? The unconditional to be felt by the ones who have lost their way in their own mind of separation. No one knows another vibration until another vibration is offered. If you offer your light in darkness, then you sustain darkness. If you offer your light unfiltered, and you allow yourself to be the beaming light and accept them as what they are, then the signature vibration allows them to light their own way. And that's a master at work, truly. So you were taught these divisionary ideas when you were a child, and they are habitual. And you automatically reflex yourself, and you don't even recognize the self that you are. And then hindsight 2020 plays an amusing time of relaxation. And then you start to see your actions in judgment. Don't judge yourself. Accept that what you are. For nothing in any of existence, nothing in existence cannot be godly. It is creation, being itself. Judge nothing. Accept all that is. Do not accept their truth if it is not in concordance with your, in accord rather, with your, let's say, heart. Don't worry about what you were taught. Accept it and no longer value it. Don't negate it and escape from it. Don't be hard on yourself for, let's say, having a point of view. Your mind comes up and it judges this person. That's a reaction. Your mind comes up and wants to motherfuck this person. That's a reaction. If it is time to motherfuck, then motherfuck away. But when you know you're done with it, walk away. Don't add fuel to the fire. The teachers in the older generations didn't know. The newer generations are, let's say, making the older generations very uncomfortable. The millennials. They don't want to work the way the older generations would work. They're a little bit more, quote, lazy. No, they're just being godly. See, humanity is allowed to have a life of peace, a life of leisure, a life of I choose my isness. See, everyone thinks since they're not working hard, then of course they're only going to be lazy because you live in a world polarity, but it's not this, it must be that. So you directly counterbalance that action in the idea of the reaction of your mind to label them as less than. But they're not. See, they're exploring their world, their signature, as you are exploring yours. This is why you don't seek numbers and comfort. You seek yourself. You seek comfort in numbers. Thank you, Roxanne. You seek yourself in falling in love. And that is only done one way. I will tell you that. It's by choosing your heart. The mind sustains a certain vibration. Listen to Achilles, master, tactician of vibration, truly. Tells you exactly how to notice your idea of that self that no longer services you, but you choose that self out of dictatorship of obligation, responsibility, respect, or whatever idea you're claiming it to be, so you cannot choose that of your own isness. Then you will know vibration and sustained. To fall in love with you, to remember who you are, be the God, not the worldly. Choose that for yourself to realize the unconditional. I am unconditional about humanity and all that is. I choose I am, and I allow all to choose they are the I am that they are. Simple. Leave them the fuck alone. They won't hurt you. They're not going to attack you. They're not going to pain you. If you accept their emotional idea attacks, their judgments, as Roxy has been judged 3 ways from Wednesday for the ideology of what she represents in physicality. It hurts, of course. But she accepts it because she understands that is creation at its best. And it hurts her because she understands that she's obligated to the outside for her own sustaining fulfillment, needing acceptance, so she understands that she is depending on them for her own love. But as she accepts those ideas and falls in love with hers, then those judgments are just as beautiful as the morning sunshine. Because they're no longer worthy of her to be judged. It is her that is worthy now to allow creation to be as is. So you don't feed the nasty lion, the anger, the stirrings. It will hurt. And you accept and move on about you now. Be the master of meek, tactician of vibration. Choose that of your willingness to understand I am, your heart, and you will know nothing but God. Find the unconditional within inside. It's a scary place. It is very unfamiliar. It's going to be uncertainty. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be, let's say, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But you have a pursuit inside that gives you trust and wisdom, stillness in the moment, that can gain no other attributions of you got this. Full wisdom, still in the moment, you have it. Stand a foot on that and you'll be wonderful. This I promise. This is Ocyphius. We bid you a good day. Adonai. All right, Big O. Thank you guys. Thanks all for tuning in. If you need me, email me down bottom. Questions, kibbles, bits, I don't know. I think that's about it today. I love you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.